Alright guys, so we're starting Special Olympics up again. First day of swim practice. Shandon, you ready, rock and roll? Daddy's here. We're gonna get going. Yeah, so we have practice twice a week, and then we start track, and then possibly baseball. So Steph, just to keep it as active as we can, try to get out of the house, even though it's a difficult thing to do. It's good to, you know, to go be social. So we're gonna do that, and then we got a new car because our car broke, so that's in the shop, and so we've only had one car. So if we get my car fixed from the shop, that's going to be mine, and then Sean will have the new car for work because it has way good gas mileage. It's a Toyota Camry hybrid, and it gets 50 miles a gallon, and that's important because we live in the country, and it takes, you know, he works an hour away, so we'll save money on gas. But yeah, I had to bite the bullet and get a new car. We haven't gotten a new car in ages. Like, the last brand new car, I mean, I've never had a brand new car. But my husband got a brand new car before we got married, and that's when he was like 19. And that, you know, sold that one like right away, and we had used cars for the longest. And we had we had one loan on a used car once, as you know, together. But that was a long time ago. I hate car payments, but right now used cars are like not very cheap around here, and you don't know what you're gonna get. So we just said, you know what, let's just get a newer one. We'll bite the bullet, make the payments, try to get it paid off sooner than later, and then hopefully that'll be our last new car we buy for a very, very long time. And if prices drop, I will need one for myself, so maybe not. Maybe we might get another new one just for me, but because I've never had a new car. We'll see. We've got to pay this one off first. So I have a very hard time driving. I don't like driving. I just get scared. And I'm used to the one car. I like bigger trucks, and Sean got a little car, so I don't want to drive it yet. Like, and there's so many buttons. I'd rather just him drive it, and then wait for our older car to get out of the shop, because it's just took me a while to even get used to driving that one. I don't know. I guess when you don't drive often, it's like I get a little scared to drive sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense, but ever since I had kids, that's the deal. When I was a teenager, I would just ride around. I had a Datsun B210 stick shift. It was my little speeder. I didn't care. And then after I had kids, I got so scared to drive because they were always safe at home. But so I just don't drive very often. And there's my husband with our new car, just showing up here. I'll show you. There he is. Gonna take us to practice because I don't want to drive. I'm forcing him to take me to practice. I'm like scared to drive the new car. Those dogs howl. Alright guys, so here we go. I might have to drive. I just want, you know, he worked all day long and he just wants to rest. So I understand him not wanting to take us, but I just don't want to drive it. It just has so many, like seriously, it has so many electrical buttons. My dog's howl when he gets home. Alright, so here we go. Alright, Dad's forcing me to drive the new car. He says it drives itself. I'm scared because I'm scared of traffic. Right now it's traffic.
The car avoids traffic.
He says the car avoids traffic.
It drives itself. You look hot, by the way.
Why?
I don't know, I like your Fila jacket.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Alright, we're going to practice. Come on, Bit. Let's go before it gets even more traffic-y. You're supposed to be driving me! You're supposed to be driving me! I don't want to drive.
I'm basically going to drive you right now.
Oh, he says he's driving.
No, I'm not, but you're going to, it'd be like I'm driving you.
Okay. Hey, yeah. No, actually, you scare the crap out of me when you drive.
Yeah, so be better.
Peace. Alright guys, so got back from practice. Special Olympics went really good. And I drove the car super well. It's more intimidating than it looks more intimidating. It reminds me of my Datsun. Like I kept on wanting to, because I drove stick. My very first car was stick, and I kept on feeling like I like at one point I almost tried to shift, like stick shift. It's like it was, you know, I was like had a memory lapse. Like this isn't my Datsun, but it felt like it. So it was a pretty nice drive. Anyways. We got that storm rainy stuff coming in, that river in the sky over California, and people all around me are hunkering down, some evacuations even, because we're in the Fresno area, but Yosemite is just up here, and we have a lot of snow melt and rain and runoff, and you know, not enough capacity for that water, I guess. So anyways, a few years ago, like in 2000, when we moved out where we live, it was kind of like that. Not as bad, but our neighbor's property was completely underwater, but we're up higher, and we're fine. And then I have a little water ditch I showed y'all my ducks like in the back. I call it my pond. So we're gonna be all good, because the neighbor's area will flood first before ours. We're elevated a bit higher, so we're fine. But there's people around me that have to leave and move their animals and livestock. So also really fast, I forgot. I remember when I was in 1980s. I was a kid with my mom, and I remember it was in Fresno, and the streets were flooded, and the water was up to her knees, and I was in the car sitting in a puddle of water steering while she was trying to push through this water. I remember that so vividly, and I think that's like the last major flood. I think it was like in the 80s. So yeah. So knock on wood, everything's okay. All right, guys. But that's that, and that's what's going on here in an update. I'm still editing my vacation video. It'll be out probably like next week. I have computer issues, and so I'm trying to upload and transfer and get that done. So we'll just talk to you later. Peace.